Happy midweek on this midday on Midday Kentucky. How are you?
We've hit
Did I just
hump
say
day.
that right?
I think so. I think it came out right. You can tell we're ready for the weekend.
I just threw everything on
You
accident
did.
right before the show.
And we're just like, we're on now. Ready to go.
It makes it exciting.
Yeah.
How are you doing, DG?
Good, good. Did you do anything fun last night? No?
Yeah, definitely. You know, went
No?
to the big rave.
Well, we went to Mumford & Sons.
See, I knew this is what it was leading up to. How was that concert?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. They were incredible, and you know, it was just fun little Lexington night.
Yeah?
So yeah, it wasn't.
So you're
too
still
wild.
feeling it?
No. You know, I was up early this morning, ran
How late
like
were
6
you
miles.
up? That's a
know.
humble brag.
No, I'm
Well,
just
that's not
joking.
even humble.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't run
I was
6
up all
miles.
night, then I went and did a few laps.
No,
you
we
know,
were-
like 20 miles, easy.
It's honestly, it made me appreciate Uber so much because you know
'Cause you were
back in
that
the
drunk?
day. No. We just drove. We didn't drive down there,
Right.
so we got an Uber, and that was great. But like, you remember back in the day when you had to get a taxi?
Yeah.
Like, it was so nice to just be like, okay, I need to ride home. Click.
It's
That's
so much
easy.
easier. Well, you don't have
So
to deal with
much
parking.
easier.
Although, you know what? Some of my greatest stories come from taxi rides living in
I'm
Miami.
Sure. I'm adventurous.
They were exciting. So I kind of miss that. Not that I don't appreciate and love my Uber drivers.
Yeah. I've always wanted to get in, and I've gotten into some wild Ubers where it's like cash cab. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten into an Uber where you were like, they had video games set up.
Oh.
And karaoke set up.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've done some
I
fun
didn't have
ones.
those. Usually,
Yeah.
it's a lot like taxi cab confessions in the Uber. Especially, I think that'd be the coolest job. Maybe.
Maybe.
You might learn to hate people, like listening to the stories, because I just know mine are always really clean and nice.
Right,
But some of the
yeah.
people that I'm with, they're like, whoa, whoa,
Right.
just a little too much, guys. So
I'm
hopefully
sure
that
yours are
didn't happen.
really
It's good they
Gucci.
came to Lexington. Let's bring it back to Mumford
They
and
were
Sons.
they were awesome. It was such a good concert. Just really good music. There's a band coming this Saturday that we did an interview with, and they'll be at the Burl. And you got to check out Midday to find out who they are. But it made me excited to hear their music because it's kind of that like bluegrass, you know, chain gang, just rock and roll. It got me excited. Good music going on in the bluegrass.
I hope you dance. If not,
Oh.
it's not worth it. I mean, not for the band, for DG to be there.
Last night we were grooving. We were moving. We had a good time, just cutting loose.
All right. I'm glad you had fun. I hear bagpipes
You hear the
outside.
bagpipes?
I do.
Oh man,
Get
we're
ready.
getting
We're going to try and
excited.
play. I don't even know if I can carry a bagpipe. All right. Let's get right into topics
Yep.
because we're going to start with a serious one. College is expensive. We
Yep.
all know this.
This is a crazy story.
But this doesn't even have to do with it being expensive because people are
Yeah.
paying more money. Dozens of parents, including famous actresses, college coaches, and a winemaker have all been charged in an alleged conspiracy to get their students into
Yeah.
top colleges. Federal prosecutors say Newport Beach, California business owner Rick Singer conspired with others to have students fraudulently accepted to various universities with bogus test scores and perpetrated as sports recruits. Now, later in What's Poppin', we're going to look at two actresses and what they specifically did. Are you familiar with this story?
Yeah, it's kind of been blowing up. You know, we've seen it all over the news. And when I saw Aunt Becky, you know, that's just how I'm going to refer to her.
Aunt Becky from Full House?
From Full House, I'm just going to say some dreams were crushed here because, you know, this is a big deal. These people are paying up to like $6.5 million to actually get them into college.
Right.
But it's just like, it's kind of pathetic. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, college. College is hard to get into.
Right.
So do you really think that what college you go to plays a huge part in what happens in the rest of your life? Say, and I don't know if like Harvard and Yale, you know, your top
Right.
5 universities are on that list, but do you think that it's worth that $6 million in order to get that, to have the prestige of having a diploma from that school?
No way. I definitely think it can carry. I don't want to say it can or anything like that. And I do think it's important and it can be a big deal. But I guess what I'm getting at more is that it's just, this is so crooked.
Oh,
this
sure.
is so wrong. And that these people are, you know, kind of ruthless.
Well, but do you think this is a new thing or now it's just being
No,
caught?
it's just being caught.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, I went to a local Morehead State University, and it was a great small school. You went to University of Florida, you know, and which a much bigger school, but they have roles. They all play a big factor. But I think while you're in those universities, you really have the ability to kind of start setting aside. Hear that bagpipe music again, gets me going. But you can really, you know, make your own destiny. And going to these top tier schools is important, but it's very upsetting to see, you know, somebody that is trying to compete to be on that level, that has the grades, has the background, has, you know, the
doesn't have the clout these people have.
Yes.
Well, and I know even through the college process, that was only a few years ago, you know, when I was in college, some of those colleges were on the line. Obviously, my parents weren't in the position to do anything like that. Shockingly, I made decent grades.
They didn't want to spend $6.5 million.
I know. God, Mom and Dad. What
Come on.
What is wrong, the Freemans?
Yeah.
But you know what? I didn't need that prestige. I wanted more of kind of a fun college experience.
Yeah,
which
it's a
sounds
good
bad.
time.
It's a great school, but I wasn't thinking ahead to that. But you know what? This came up, and I hate to throw some presidents under the bus.
Yeah.
But when George Bush and went to
I remember that.
yeah, and whether or not he got in because of his family, and there's a lot of schools like that because they only offer limited positions.
Right.
So some of these fantastic minds, talented students are getting told they're not being accepted.
Right.
And then come to find out it's because Aunt Becky's paying some millions.
Well, you know what was wild? It's not just that they were like, you know, bribing people, but also the fake test scores.
Right.
The conversations.
Why didn't we know how to do that?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, they were talking about $360,000 to pay somebody to take tests.
Oh yeah.
But then the other crazy thing was just the coaches.
To be on the sports teams when they're not even that good, so they're not going to play. They're going to ride the bench. What, do they just want the jacket?
They're like, listen, Tommy's really got to have a jersey. So if we could just get him on the team.
That's all I need.
We'll throw a couple
That's all I
mil.
need. It doesn't even need to go to practice or the games.
No. We don't want him
know.
at practice.
It's huge, and I think it's only going to get more and more in depth. Check it out on our
Yeah.
Facebook. Let us know what you think.
It's a big one.
Now we're going to talk about a fun dad.
Yeah, I
Some
love this.
sports.
You gotta
This guy
switch it up.
just could win Dad of the Year. He went viral after taking his kid to a soccer game, and while he enjoyed the game and a hot dog in one hand, he used another to hold his cell phone so his daughter could watch some cartoons. That's genius.
That's a boss move right
like
there.
she looks so happy, right? She's like living the life.
She's like, Dad, tilt it a little bit more.
Right.
Hold on, I'm about to sip on my juice.
Because obviously she has no idea. Like imagine this scenario.
I love
the
her in
wife
her
or the
little
mom
jersey.
is like, you can go to the game,
Yep.
but you have Sally this today.
Yep.
And Sally's not going to want to go to this game. She doesn't know what's going on.
Sally's like, I'll make you a deal, Dad. I get to watch my cartoons. You get to watch your game. It's a win-win for all of us.
Drink in hand, TV.
I've seen
Why
this
can't
all
we
over
be her?
Instagram and Facebook. And
It's cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you got to have a little fun.
All right, we're going to stick with parenting. This one's crazy.
Oh, this is big.
Yeah, so
Oh, gosh.
he did the right thing. Some say parenting is very hard. I
We've
think that's
heard,
probably the
yeah.
hardest job you have. Neither one of
Definitely.
us can speak from experience,
Nope.
but
But we applaud.
props to all of you.
Yes.
All right, get this. A flight from Saudi Arabia to Malaysia turned around because a mother on board realized she left her baby
Gosh.
back at the terminal airport. This
The
is
panic.
video, of air traffic controller operator relaying the message in Arabic, explaining the pilot was requesting to come back because the passenger forgot her baby in the waiting area, the poor thing. The mother did reunite with her child. What happened?
I mean, you know, I wonder if she has other kids also. Because if you're, if you've got a couple different kids and you're like just running around in the airport trying to get everybody
It's
situated.
crazy. Anytime I fly and I see parents with their
Oh.
kids, I am not envious.
No.
I think that's probably the hardest thing you can do.
You know it's got to be.
But
But to leave them, to leave your baby in the,
no judgment.
No judgment.
I believe you probably
But a
leave,
little
the
judgment.
binky over there, maybe the stroller, this, but the actual baby.
Yeah, maybe the baby, I mean, I just, that is wild.
She was really, really upset. Well, and then how do you
Yeah.
not realize it till you're up in the air?
You're like,
are you so exhausted? And moms, again, you have the hardest job out there.
Yep. It's
But-
kind of like a Home Alone situation. You know, when like they're running through the airport
I
and they've
like
got
this
the
one.
whole family and, the mom's just like, she's like, finally she just gets to relax on the plane and she's just chilling. She's like, Kevin, and you know what I'm talking
Right.
about? And I wonder if that's what the mom went through on the plane, was just like, finally I'm on the plane. I've been rolling, I've been carrying this kid all day. I'm exhausted. And then boom, she's just like,
I mean,
my baby.
Riding the airplane's not like going to the spa unless you're on like, one of those airlines, and maybe she had her own
Maybe she
little
was.
setup and, first
true.
class. But you also, it doesn't talk about the people that found the baby at the terminal. Like
Like,
what were they thinking?
whose
Like,
kid
did
is
somebody
this?
just leave this kid? Is it, it's this, I want to know their reactions as well. I want to know the entire story.
Yeah, we found this baby over here by the, what a situation.
But you know what? This child is going to have the very best story
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
he or she gets older. Yeah, my mom left me at the airport.
All right.
I'm also thinking there's some bribes that are going to happen.
Gosh, the mom's going to be like, no, that never happens.
And he's like, oh, no, social media.
Come on, Mom. We all know.
I mean, that could end to some childhood trauma.
Gosh, that is intense. I want to know.
Let us know what you
I
think.
want to know more about
Share your travel
gosh.
experiences with your kids, whether when they were babies or now on our Facebook page. Please let us know. And let us know if this is ever, you even think it could happen to you.
that. Did you ever get left anywhere?
My mom, I think we had Leisha.
Oh, gosh.
That's another story.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I did get locked in the cellar a few times. I didn't know
You're
we were
like,
down there.
we love you. We'll feed you later, Amber. Just a little
That's
lock.
a weird way to end the segment. So we're just going to end it there. Stay with us. Proof